So this is my gold farm. Now, it looks a little bit different from other gold farms you'll find on YouTube or Reddit or any other place that you're looking for schematics. And that's because the normal way that people make gold is by generating cobblestone, which is crushed in the gravel, which is crushed in the sand, which that sand is then washed in the clay, which is turned in the clay box, smelted into terracotta, and then crushed in the red sand, where red sand is washed. Now, when I was designing this, I didn't realize that was a thing. So if you go over to red sand, and you look at how to create it, the first thing that shows up is granite. And so, this little bit right here is for making terracotta. And this little bit right here is for making granite. It's also incredibly over-engineered, and it costs a lot of materials. So, that's the downside. So as we get into this, I'm going to go over 3 steps that you're going to want to do to get this set up. First, we're going to fix all of the multi-blocks. There are 12 in total. Then we are going to fill in all of the fillable blocks. And then we are going to go over rotational requirements and redstone. So let's get started. You're going to print your schematic. And like I said, there are 12 multi-blocks, 4 on the bottom, 4 in the middle, and 4 at the top. So we're going to start at the front. We're going to dig 2 into this first multi-block. Come to the back, make sure there isn't any graphical error. Then we're going to dig 2 in here and replace both of those blocks. There shouldn't be an error. You can check. You don't have to. Then you dig 2 in there. Fill that back in. Make sure. Yep, we're good. And then delete the middle block here and replace it. Now we can move on to the top. We're going to start from the back. We're going to replace the middle block there. And then where you see these 6 item vaults in a line, you're going to delete every single one of them. And then start by placing one on the top of the vault and bring it back. You need to make sure that there is a separation line separating the 1x3 vaults from each other right in front of this funnel. Then we're going to come over here, dig 2 down the middle, and replace that. That should be good. Then we're going to come to the top, over here in the back, dig 2 in the middle, and replace it. Then we're going to come to the top, replace these 2 blocks, and these 2 blocks. And everything up there should be good. All you have to do is replace this fluid pipe. Now we can move on to the fillable blocks. So we're going to start from the top. You're going to put 1 lava bucket in here, and then fill in these 2 blocks of water. Grab water from the center, fill it in there, keep grabbing water, fill it in there, and then put 1 more water bucket here. That entire area should start to fill up with water. Then we're going to come down, we're going to start on the right-hand side. Open up these 3 trapdoors, and put water inside of the funnel. Do not put it inside the trapdoor, or you will have to pick it up and start again. Then we're going to come to the back, put water in front of this fan, and then put water in each of these leaf blocks. Then we're going to come down to the bottom and put 3 water in each of these leaves. Now we can move on to the lava. We're going to start at the bottom. There are 2 cauldrons you have to fill with lava at the front, 1 directly above them to the side. We'll move to the back. There are 2. 1 is tucked away. Well, both of them are tucked away. And then we're going to come to the top. There is 1 on this side and 1 at the front. Now we can move on to the top once we're ready with our power. So we're going to go through and fix all the redstone connections first. Double flick each of these levers, and then keep the left one on. Well, toggled on for right now. That just activates the clutch, because we're going to put power into it. Also remember to put lava buckets in front of these fans. I forgot to say that. They are to smelt the clay. Then what we're going to do is go over to the back. We're going to touch this threshold switch by right-clicking it, and click on the invert signal button twice. Then we're going to come to the middle at the front and do the exact same thing. Now if you look, these funnels should be toggled on, and you shouldn't have any issues. Now we're going to get to power. this should be rotating at 256 clockwise direction. You can see what direction something is rotating by looking at the left-hand side, and there is a key showing counterclockwise and clockwise. So since clockwise is at the top bar, we want it all the way to the right and on the top bar. Then we're going to plug our power in, and everything will start running when we flick this switch. So now I'm going to go over the step you have to do next. So what's going to happen is this is going to start pumping into this fluid tank. While that's happening, you're going to fill it up with more lava buckets until this reaches 4 lava. So let's get that started. We start the machine. It starts pumping. It's generating a little bit of cobblestone. We're going to put one more in there, one more in there, and one more in there. Once that is done, we are going to pump this over. We'll do that till there's more than 500 inside of this fluid tank. Then we can break all of this. Then we're going to go until there's more than 500 in this fluid tank. Like so. We can break all that. Now the entire machine is operational. There is another threshold switch at the top of the creation that needs to be interacted with and inverted and inverted. If you are watching this video as it comes out, then I will be live Wednesday, March 17th to do a live stream at 6 p.m. PST. First person that shows up can choose what I automate for the entire live stream, and it will also be the next video that I post.